Hello, let's calculate the consumer surplus and the total surplus. Okay. Now, before we do this, why don't you pause the video, read the question, see if you can get it. Okay. Should have been enough time. In case it hasn't, pause the video. All right, now let's go over the answers. Okay, so at equilibrium, consumer surplus is measured by the area. So the consumer surplus is the area below the demand curve, but above the price. So where does the demand curve start? It starts right here. I should draw this in yellow. Starts right here, and it goes all the way down to equilibrium price. It's going to be right there, right here. So it's just going to be this area right here, which is going to be AFG, which is that one. Now we have numbers, so we can actually do this with the numbers here. So it's a linear triangle. So consumer surplus is just going to be 1/2 or 0.5. They're the same thing. The distance here, so that's 12 times 6. Okay, and 12 times 6 I think is 72. Let's see if I've spent too much time in the sun today. 12 times 6 is 72. And then half of 72, whoops, 72 times 0.5 is 36. Okay, so 36 is the consumer surplus, and it's the area of that triangle right there. Now it says at equilibrium total surplus is. Okay, so you got a couple different options. We're trying to figure out, we could just go ahead and calculate the entire area here. This is the consumer surplus, and then this is the producer surplus. The producer surplus is the area above the supply curve, but below equilibrium price. So you could do that whole triangle. Since we know that this part of the triangle is 36, I'm just going to calculate the producer surplus and then add it to the consumer surplus, but you can do it either way. It doesn't matter, whatever you're more comfortable with. So difference between 8 and 32 is 24. And then 24 times 6. Do you know what that is without a calculator? That's a tough one. 24 times 6 is 144. And then half of that is 72. Okay, and then 72 plus 36 is the combined surplus, which is 108, which is one of our answers. Okay, this particular graph has some extra junk on it. It has this to try to throw you off. But that's how to calculate consumer and producer surplus, just a couple examples.